one, we're gonna, oh, I'm sorry about that. We're going to add to our healthy snack video for the new year. And today is going to be blueberry oatmeal muffins. So let's go ahead and get started. The recipe calls for a cup of oats, old-fashioned. Okay, there's a cup. And we're going to be using frozen berries, so we're supposed to decrease the milk to 3/4 of a cup. And this is supposed to be crucial to the recipe. You're going to have to do this and let it set aside so it can puff up for about 20 minutes. Okay, so let's get that. 3/4 of a cup of milk. 1, 2, and 3. You have to decrease the liquid, and the recipe states this to allow for the blueberries, because they're going to be a little bit wet because they're frozen. So that's going to add you a little bit extra moisture. So sorry, I've already added the milk to the oats, so we're going to set that aside so it can be doing its thing. And the recipe also says do not do it the night before. You need to do it when you're ready to go ahead and do it. And I've already got a stick of butter melted. It's got to cool just a little bit. So we've got that ready as well for the recipe. It needs to cool down just a little. And let's go ahead and preheat our oven to 425. So let me get that ready. 425. Okay. The next thing we can do is go ahead and get our dry ingredients and our wet ingredients done while everything else is waiting. So I'm going to use self-rising flour today. It does call for all-purpose flour, but something about the texture, we just do not like it. Sometimes you'll see that I'll use it, but most of the time I don't. And it's because something about the finished product is not the same. My family prefers one to the other. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and get everything ready to go. So we need 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. Alrighty. That's a half. That's 1. And it called for 1/4 of a cup. We can get another 1/4 cup measure. And there we go on that. 1/2 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And I believe that's the only dry that I have because I cut some of that out. So what I like to do is get a whisk, especially if you're new to my channel, you probably don't know this. I get a whisk, kind of try to get the lumps out of the dry ingredients before we start anything. The worst thing ever is when you have a baked good and it's got a clump of flour in it. That's like the worst. So this kind of helps just a little bit. I won't say it's perfection, but it works. Okay, so we got that. We need to set that aside. Okay, and we'll come back to it. So in another bowl, you need to get everything else ready to go, and then we'll be ready to add the oats and everything else. Okay, all right. The next thing we need to do is we need to put the butter, the honey, the egg, and the vanilla together. The reason why you give the butter time to cool off is so it doesn't scramble your egg. Don't want that to happen. So I'm going to go ahead and put the egg in here. And we're just going to give that butter just a tad bit more time to cool. Not too much, because you don't want to have to melt it again. And then we need to do our vanilla. Our vanilla is a teaspoon. Okay, I use flavoring, but you can use extract or flavoring, whichever you have. Got that. And my honey. Do a half a cup of honey, correct? Yes. And I think what it is the healthy part of this is the oats and the honey. Doesn't have regular sugar in it, granulated sugar. Oh, a good thing to always do before you put any kind of syrups in your measuring cup is to spray it. That helps the syrups to slide out, and you just need half a cup. It's easier to clean, and it's just easier all the way around. Alright, that's enough. Try not to make a mess. Okay, and then I'm going to need a rubber spatula, which I can't find. Well, it doesn't even matter, see? It came out clean. Alright, so I'm going to get a spoon. We'll kind of mix this together. You can see how prepared I am today. I'm just not. Alright, so let's take another look at the wet ingredients we're supposed to add to this bowl. Honey, egg, vanilla. And then the only other thing we're missing is our butter, which is right here. And we need to get all that butter out. You're going to need it. Okay. Now, I'm trying to see where I put in my blueberries. Alright. Alright. This is not combining, is it? Alright, I'm going to get my whisk and see if I can get it to kind of go together a little bit more, a little bit faster. Alright, so your wet ingredients. All together now. Okay. And then you're supposed to add these to the, I got a spatula here, to the dry. So let's put that back. Okay. Seems it's simple enough. Alrighty. Now, get your spoon, mix them together. Next thing that you will add is your oats. Now your oats are going to soak up some of this liquid too. Don't forget that. Alright. Alright, so put some of this in there. Get all that in there. And I probably did not wait for that to puff up enough. So I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes and we'll be right back. Alright, so let's get this done. Mix this in. Blueberries. Let's get that going. This can be made with fresh too. You will have to increase your milk though. And these are straight from the freezer frozen. So let's put this together. And you're going to put it in a muffin tin. You're going to bake it for 425 for approximately 20 to 23 minutes. I'm sorry, let me back that up. You're gonna bake for 5 minutes at 425 and leave them in the oven, and then reduce the heat to 350 and bake another 16 minutes. So y'all need to watch that, be really, really careful when you bake these. Okay, I'll show you what they look like when they come out. Okay, y'all. So here they are, fresh out of the oven. Took them a while, it seems, to actually, you know, not be so wet. So mine had to go past the 17-minute mark. So as long as you take them out before they burn, and if the toothpick comes out clean, you know, they're done. But they seem perfect, so if you'd like to see more content like this, if you would like to see more content like this, make sure you subscribe. Hey everybody, today I'm going to show you some more on healthy snack ideas. One of my all-time favorite and probably budget-friendly snack idea for the new year is when we take sliced apples. You don't have to do slice, you can also cut them into wedges. Either way, it doesn't matter. And take your favorite peanut butter. And then I take dark chocolate chips, sprinkle on them to cut back on the sugar. And then add some nuts. Today I only have pecans, but you could do peanuts, probably the best. And to me, it tastes just exactly like a caramel apple. It's very similar. So, and it's real easy, real simple. You can do it with any kind of apples that you want, any kind of chocolate chips that you want. If you wanted to do milk chocolate, you could. And to me, the nuts help give it a little bit more of a crunch. It's real easy, really simple, really good, and real good for you. Another real good snack idea is vegetables and your favorite dip. I was going to try to make my own dip, but I have a real hard time in my area trying to find things to do that with. So I went to Aldi's and got this dip, and its base is made with yogurt, Greek yogurt. So I thought that would be a good idea. They had different flavors. I can't remember what all they were, but this one's spinach artichoke, which is one of my favorites. I also found these brown rice crackers there. This is the box. And also Wassa crackers. You can get those at Walmart. You can get those at Walmart. These are these crackers here. They're really good for people that are trying to watch their carbs but still want that crunch. And you can also use the dip to put on vegetables. So that's what I'm going to show you. And these little peppers are perfect for this, but you can also use full-size bell peppers. I also found these crackers there at Aldi, so this is like just perfect. This is perfect right here. You know, you just put them on these crackers. They're brown rice crackers. They're really good. These Wassa crackers are really good for stuff like that. This dip is a little bit more runny than what I would like, so I try to fix like a more cream cheese based dip. But you can also put it on vegetables or dip it into the dip. So that's also a really good snack idea, and it really didn't cost but just a few dollars. So that's going to be all of our snack ideas 2021 so far that are healthy. And I'll see you in the next video.